Hi, this is Brian with Mr. Ritter Plumbing doing a sewer scope at 19820 Southwest Teton Avenue in Tualatin 97062. Point of access is located in a water heater room where there is a 3-inch ABS cleanout on the back side of the men's bathroom. We're going to check on the serviceability of the sewer line from the point of access out to as far as we can get. So we're at the bottom horizontal position of the access point. And we're going to go ahead and zero the footage meter out and introduce some water into the system to assist with the sewer scope. Okay, so now that we have a steady stream of water running, we're going to go ahead and continue out. Just wait till we see, there we go, I got some water running now. The way this is going to work is we're going to get the camera out as far as we can get it, and then go ahead and evaluate the pipe on the way back. So I will be turning the microphone off. Okay, so when the camera has come to a stop at 106 feet, we're going to go ahead and pause and turn the water off. Okay, so we're trying to get the camera past this point. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pause and locate this point. Okay, so I've located this point in the back warehouse at 2.5 feet deep. It looks like it's starting to make a turn and head towards what looks to be a toilet flange that was installed but never used. So we're going to go ahead and pull the camera back and actually inspect the line, and then hop over to that area over there and see if there's a way I can access the line from that point. So as you can see, it's hard to tell if the sewer is backed up or if this is the belly that my technicians are saying they're seeing. Okay, so looks to be that the water is draining. So I don't know if that's a significant belly, but like I said, we'll transition over to that spot there and see if we can get the camera down the line. So right now we're in 4-inch cast iron pipe, which looks to be in pretty decent shape, this portion here. So we're coming up the vents, or the clean out here, so we're going to go ahead and pause the video and move on to the next location. Okay, so we're over at this area where there's some plumbing by a drill press. In the back portion there's the toilet flange. There's a 2-inch line here that we're going to run our camera down. So as you can see, this is tied to the main line, but there is no water running. So I'm going to go ahead and flush the toilet and see if I see the water come through this point. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so I flushed the men's and women's bathroom toilets to see if I can see some water coming through. So we're going to go ahead and... Okay, so there's the toilet flush that I had. So where my camera was coming to stop on the original video was approximately 8 feet from this point of access here. So the line was underwater. I still don't know if the amount of water that I'm seeing right now is just spilling over the top of a blockage. So we're going to go ahead and run the camera from this point. Okay, so we're going to get one of the employees to flush the toilet again for us, just so we can watch the water come through, but we're going to continue on with the sewer scope from this point. So I'm going to zero the meter out again and proceed out. Alright, so it looks like the residual blockage that was at 106 feet has released itself, so you can see a lot of water running here. So we're going to go ahead and just let this drain down. I'm going to run the camera with it just to make sure there's no residual blockage downstream. Okay, so this looks to be my camera on a drop right here, so pull it back, or tying into a main line, possibly. So we're going to let this water kind of drain down. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pause the video right here and just see if this water drains down. Okay, so we've located this point roughly 4 feet 1 inches deep right before exiting the building on the west side that heads out to an exterior clean out. So we're going to go ahead and start pulling the camera back to evaluate the pipe. So we're still in 4-inch cast iron. There's where the toilet. So on the upper left-hand corner of your screen, this is where the toilets, the bathrooms, and the back warehouse tie in. Okay, so here at the 20-foot mark, as you can see, the pipe color is definitely different in this portion than in this portion. I'm almost thinking that this pipe that my camera's in right now is possibly ductile iron, and then this is cast iron pipe. So we're going to go ahead and locate this point here. Okay, so we're going to push out a little bit. Okay, so this pipe here is actually ductile iron because I cannot locate this point here. So we're going to pull back into this cast, and I should be able to get a signal now. Okay, so we've located this underneath a wall. So we are coming back towards the access point here. We're actually coming up the line here. Okay, so that concludes the sewer scope. We got 4-inch from this access point here. We had 4-inch cast iron transitioning to what looks to be 4 or 6-inch ductile iron pipe, and extends out for approximately 117 feet before it ties into a cleanout that's exiting on the exterior point of the building. It looks like there was a blockage on the upstream side of this access point, which was released, so we will be probably pausing the video and moving the camera back over to that location to inspect the pipe. Okay, so now that we're back over to the cleanout, we're going to move the camera down this point so we can inspect the area of concern at the 106-foot mark. Oh, I have some in my pocket actually. All right, zero the footage meter out, and we're going to proceed out towards that 106-foot mark. Okay, so here's that point here. So we're hitting a Y connection here. Don't see any water running, so we're going to go ahead and flush the toilets again. Okay, so while we got this water running, we're going to go ahead and push into the Y. Alright, so we're going to let this water drain down, and then we'll pull the camera back and evaluate the pipe. Okay, so we've located this point in the ductile iron pipe, so I cannot get a signal. So we're just going to go ahead and pull back so we can inspect the other portion of the cast iron pipe that I was not able to see at the beginning of this video due to the line being backed up. Alright, there's where it transitions from ductile iron to 4-inch cast iron, which is really close to the access point that was just at. So this is the access point. And coming back to this mark here on this Y connection, this was where I believe that the sewer was backed up originally when I was first here. So we'll be taking a look at this portion. Alright, so we do have, it looks like there's a little bit of water standing here. So the water has covered the lens, so there's approximately a ½ inch of water sitting in the bottom of the pipe. See all the particles floating around in there? Those most likely has to do with rust and debris. Okay, so here at the 79-foot mark, looks like the water's starting to come down. As you can see, the water is flowing by the camera. So to me it looks like there could potentially be, I'll just say roughly about a 25-foot grading issue where the line is just flat. It's not necessarily going to be able to be fixed because of the depth of the line, where I located it about 2.5 feet deep. You can see a lot of rust sitting on the bottom of the pipe. So there's absolutely no water at the bottom of the pipe on the 30-foot mark. This portion of the cast iron pipe looks to be in pretty decent shape. There's some water standing there. Okay, so now we're coming back towards the bathrooms and the clean out. So this conclude the sewer scope. Okay, so we're up out of the clean out. So the sewer scope shows that there's approximately, I would say, about 40 to 50 feet of the sewer line from the point of access to about the 100-foot mark. So starting roughly around the 60-foot mark, the line is set at very minimal grade. Due to the depth of the sewer line inside the building, I don't believe that there would be a correction possible in the grading. If anything, it would just be replacing the pipe with a smoother plastic pipe. But that does conclude the sewer scope. Thank you.